Hello, I'm here with Nerchio, right after his win at Dreamhack Bucharest. Congratulations, Artur. First of all, let's have a look over the entire tournament until the grand final. In the first group stage, you had White, Protoser, and Sleep, just to beat them all to 0 and go further. What do you remember from those games, and what do you think about the group draw comparing to the others?
I think my group was pretty decent, considering there was not really like some great players, but I know all of them, like Protoser, Sleep and White. And I had two Zergs, so I guess it could go either way, because ZVZ is a little bit about luck. But yeah, the games weren't actually that close. It was quite easy. I expected it to be a little bit harder. And I knew how Sleep is going to play because I saw his games against like Protoser.
So you weren't surprised though?
Yeah, I countered his style and yeah, that's it.
Okay, second group stage, so you surprisingly losing to Frere, and because of that you had to win Night End in the last match to advance. Did you prepare anything special for that match before it took place?
No, I saw the games against Paranoid that Night End was playing, and then yeah, I knew that I can win against Night End if I play my best. The games were close, especially the second one on Ohana, but yeah. On the other hand, I don't think losing to Frere was a surprise because he usually wins against me online, and I have a tough time against his builds, and like I failed really hard the first game, like losing in 6 minutes and not doing anything. And yeah, there was also a Vanner in my group, which I won 2-1, but yeah, I felt I was really tired the first day, so I didn't play my best.
Okay, how did the fact that there were like hundreds of supporters for Night End affect your feelings in that moment? Were there any concentration problems with all those people screaming?
Well, the people were quiet. They only scream after the game or before maybe. But yeah, I'm not really nervous or anything, so I concentrate at the same level all the time. The only thing that could, make me play worse was the fact that the atmosphere was like really bad. It was very hot because of many people attending the event. So yeah.
Okay. After the match against the Romanian Protoss, I think Giant was the first hard rock to shatter since you lost the first map after a, let me quote you, very boring game. What happened there?
Yeah. Again, I saw his games before, and I knew how he's going to play. He even, same as Earth Knight, and he played against Paranoid, so I knew his style a little bit. And yeah, the first game it actually went like I thought it will. I tried to end the game faster, but he didn't really want to leave his base. And yeah, then I was a little bit impatient, so I lost. Even though I could sit in my base same as he did, and it would probably take like much
So he's more
longer.
of a passive player?
Yeah, he's more of a passive player. And in the next games, yeah, I tried to end game faster and it worked better. I should lose the game on Ohana because I had links in his base when infestors were out.
Okay.
So I was quite surprised. But yeah, I barely defended and then I won thanks to my engagements and him maybe being a little bit careless.
Okay, looking to the quarterfinal, you won 2-0 against Yellow. Some people around said that you won very easy against him. As far as I know, your ladder stats are negative against Yellow, but he almost never beat you in official events. Is your playstyle just impossible for him? Or?
I'm sure he told me that he's nervous at tournaments, not necessarily LANs, but in general like important tournaments, even online. So I was quite sure, that he'll play a little bit worse than at ladder. So I usually win him in the tournaments, but he is better playing at the ladder, which then he might take some games, but tournament is a little bit different. Like you need to change up your strategies too.
Okay. So to win in the semi-final with probably the biggest surprise of this tournament, Starman. Even if you came victorious, he's been able to steal a map from you. So I want to ask you, have you seen anything special in his playstyle? Like, was there any moment when you felt like losing the game from your hands?
I mean, I won very easily the first map, and then when we played the second, he used the best strategy that exists in the game, which is Immortal All-In. And I lost, even though it's very hard to defend. And the last map I was worried about the same strategy again from him, so I just started making units much faster. So I think he wanted to do the same, but when he saw my units he just changed the strategy. So I won in the later game. I saw the games before, like against Sort of, so I knew a little bit his style. Paranoid told me that he's a little bit weaker in the early game, so I tried to end game faster as well. So it worked for me to win.
Okay. So the grand final, you and Bly face each other many times in StarCraft 2 tournaments. What do you think of the matchup against him? Like, who do you think it favors?
In the past, it was going both ways, but I think Bly played more like surprising style then, and now he tries to play more standard, like Mudas, or I don't know, just not a lot of all-ins. And I took some builds from Paranoid too, so I don't play Muda every game now, and it works better for me as well.
Okay. Can you make probably a short overview of the grand final? It was a 3-0, nothing much to say, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much knew what he was doing in every game. I didn't do that many mistakes. I mean, I could play better, but yeah, on Antigua maybe I lost some drones to Bailing, same on Daybreak, but it was really like sloppy by me. But yeah, I know the timing's better than him, because I played like Mudas many more times. So my timings were better, like faster layer, more gas, so more Mudas, and then I had advantage over. And also, I know the drone timings better. When we played on Antigua, I made like 15 drones, so I was ahead even though I lost like 5. Yeah, I think that's it.
Artur, tonight you became the 14th highest ranked player in earnings and 3rd amongst the foreigners. What do you think of your StarCraft 2 career so far? And since at the beginning of 2012, you still weren't that well known for your offline performance.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go to that many events before, and even if I did okay, like getting top 8 or advancing from 2 group stages and then losing usually to like Zergs or Protoss, or like the winners of the tournaments like IEM Puma and then MC and other guys like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't concentrate on the money I earn or anything like that. It's just the addition for me to playing the game. So it's really cool that I can be at the top, but it isn't that important. And I'm happy that I can be consistent, like getting high placed in almost every tournament I attend.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about it. You won Home Story Cup, then came second at the Inter Extreme Masters, and now you won Dreamhack Bucharest. Where do you see yourself in the world right now?
You mean like placing, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to judge because there's a lot of Koreans that we don't really know, but they're really good. Yeah, they just don't attend the tournaments. So, I mean, in Europe, the Zerg scene, let's say, is me and Stefano, but there is like 10 other Zergs that can win against both me and Stefano, so they can take our places in almost every tournament. So it's hard to judge.
Okay. Next up is Dreamhack Winter, with a stunning check worth of $35,000 for the winner. comparing to the event taking place here, which featured a lot of unknown players, Dreamhack Winter will only gather the cream of this game. What expectations do you have there?
It's hard to say because there's like 1 month more until the tournament, so my skill level might change a little bit. But yeah, the player pool will be much harder, so I will look forward to that because I like competition more than like, you know, if there is Koreans there is a challenge, so I like to play more in tournaments like that better. So I'll try to do my best and we'll see how it goes. I guess it depends on the bracket too, although if you want to win tournaments you should be able to win against almost everybody.
Yeah. For the futures, what are your plans in terms of tournaments?
So all the online as usual, and then first WCS China, yeah, WCS World more like, and then
There is IPL, I think,
yeah,
in Las Vegas in November.
but it's after Dreamhack Winter, so it's like 2 or 3 weeks or where there's 3 tournaments: China, Stockholm, and it's not Stockholm, like Jokoping or something like that.
Jokoping, yeah.
And then IPL in Las Vegas.
Okay, Artur, thank you for the interview. Congratulations again. Any final words?
Yeah, thank you to Paranoid for his amazing builds that he's sitting in the room here. And yeah, thanks to Team Acer. I'm glad that, you know, both of us could be in the final, and it was really cool.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.